went from being YouTubing to face cam streaming. It sounded like a dope idea.
Alright, I haven't streamed in fucking a week. I don't know if anything's working.
Hi, Venus.
Oh, shit.
My boy sounds really tired.
Ah, now I know what you're talking about. Oh, shit. Oh,
You
fuck.
there, Isla?
Hi, Marshy.
He's
Oh,
probably on
look,
the
it's Marshy. Hello. So, my first time on a podcast. What do we do? What's the?
It's pretty much just like yapping and
phone. The biggest thing is
questioning stuff like
getting to
that.
know you and seeing everything. Like, just you telling us about yourself,
Getting
how
to
you
know,
got to where you were.
yeah,
And
not only as like a streamer, but as like I'm trying to think of how to say it in like the least weird way possible.
No,
But
be
like
weird.
Panda!
Be weird. Be weird.
not
Yeah,
only as like a streamer, but also
just be
as like
fun.
just a
Yeah.
person and everything.
Like
You want to see
I'm
Alice
all
in the
about.
title? Okay. I mean,
I'm always about the weird. If it's weird, it's good.
Am
Great
I
trainers. I'm a little
able
quiet.
to
I'm
say?
quiet. I'm apparently I'm quiet.
alright, there we go. Oh, shit, yeah, you shouldn't be quiet on my end. I haven't even messed with your volume yet. Hi, Panda! Thank you for claiming your day Ice Cube. Guys, it fixed now. Is the title fixed?
Is that better?
Can you hear me now? Am I loud enough? Can you hear me now, Venus?
Yes. Volume's fine here, at least. Yeah, no, I haven't messed with his volume. He's still on basic Discord volume 100%, so.
I got y'all.
All right. So I heard you have
Oh,
questions for me. What do you want to know? I can answer the best of my ability.
I I have all of I made literally everything for my little spreadsheet that I do every week. I made all of them literally yesterday because I've been busy.
No, I get it. Life happens.
Yeah, starting a new job and everything.
I'm almost thinking we should start, like, we should take like, every other week for podcasts. Because
It gives you plenty of time to come up with stuff.
yeah, because I'm gonna have to cut back on streaming, so I'm not, like, I gotta work so much till winter. Because I get laid off for unemployment in winter for snow removal, so.
See,
So do I. I'm getting laid off, but I have to be on call in case there's any like snowstorms to cut trees.
that
No,
is
you'll be
weird.
doing you'll not just snow, like, you'll be doing actual snow removal too, not just tree removal. I'm sure he does snow removal too. So you'll be on call for when it snows to do
We
snow
do
removal.
basically anything nature.
I have never understood. Yeah, we're gonna cut you off for the entire winter. You mean there's no work in the wintertime? Okay.
Yeah, it's for me, for my
I
company especially. If it snows on us, it'll settle so bad, and we'll just have to go and redo it during spring. So just makes no
but
sense.
I also really don't know because my boss said by winter I'll be making like
I
three more
can
dollars an
I can
hour.
attest, Panda. It is not fun. Panda goes,
Mhm.
basically anything nature sounds like a great job. Actually, 10 out of 10. I can attest it. It is.
I mean, I dig it.
I
It's
remember living in
fun, but at
Minnesota.
the same time,
It's
yeah.
fun, but my arms are scratched to hell.
I lived in Minnesota right next to God, what was the lake? Uh, Well, the lake would freeze and people would have to go out on it, and I would have to do ice fishing tours because the place that I worked
What is
did
my job
pretty much
nature?
everything. Yeah, it fucking sucked. So when the wind is blowing 45, 50 miles an hour and the snow's coming down
Snowdrifts are
and you're
so
trying to
bad.
walk across a lake, it's just the greatest thing on the planet. It's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, no, we're not too far
I've
from
always
you. It's
been
so
like
bad.
I've always been invited ice fishing and stuff. However, I always make every excuse in the book to not go because I don't like being cold.
Just get
You're
an
gonna
ice
have to
fishing
get
line.
adapted real quick.
I,
I'd
however,
invest
like
in a
the cold.
Carhartts, by the way. Carhartt snow pants and a Carhartt jacket.
I have the Carhartt snow pants. I'm able to fit in the same ones I've been able to fit since I was in 5th grade.
No shit. You're gonna want to get the
Yeah,
-30 gloves though, ones that you can put a heating thing in as well.
I've got that. I have
Are
like
they
3.
are
I
they up
own
to
3 codes
-30
mainly
degrees
because
though? Wind
I don't
resistant.
know.
That's what you want.
I have like 3 coats mainly because like I'm a fashionista.
A
I have
fashionista.
God. I have so many jackets and coats, dude. I collect hoodies for fun.
Yeah, I look at all my coworkers and they're all like same hoodie every day, and then I'm pulling up in like different hoodie every
Looking
day,
all
and I
nice in
look
the
like
winter
the
is awesome.
I could
oddball.
totally see you pulling up in a Gucci jacket.
You don't got the money for that.
I'd love to
Dude,
have
they sell
Gucci.
Gucci
Gucci
at
looks cool.
Goodwill. Come on.
No, I've been to Goodwill and I've never seen anything Gucci there.
I have.
I
Real
mean,
Gucci at least.
I found some pretty good stuff at Goodwill.
You're being called a Barbie and a Barbie. You're a Barbie girl in a Barbie world now, Eyelish.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Ken. Get it right.
No, you're Barbie. I'm Ken.
Definitely
I'm
Barbie.
Kenough.
You're
Damn it.
you're definitely Barbie. You have the ass for it.
Damn.
Nah, bro's got the fucking baking industry. I don't even think you understand.
Well, he has been working out a lot.
Nah, you just got ass.
Asked for days.
He's definitely got his parents' genetics.
You got a sickness with the thickness.
They like him thick, man. Then I fit that description
I
very
like
well.
him thick. I like him
I like him
chunky.
chunky. I like him round. I like him plumpy. I think
Oh, fuck.
Mm,
Oh,
God, I wish it snowed here more where I live.
I wish it snowed less where we live.
Snow. I love it. I love the cold. Being outside in the cold never bothered me.
I don't
the
hate the
cold
cold.
never bothered me anyway.
I
Exactly.
don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just it's not my favorite feeling. I like the fall, so it's like the perfect mixture of hot and cold.
I am an Eskimo. I like the cold. Yo,
I'm a
what's
big
good?
I
How are
like
we doing, totally?
I'm able to be in the cold and heat for like extended periods of time because I'm just a raised Midwesterner.
Mm.
But I just don't prefer to be cold. It's just not my favorite thing.
See,
See,
if
I'm
you're a
fat.
raised Midwesterner, you can be with the cold, but if you're where I'm from, you live in the cold.
See,
That's what I'm
I'm
saying. I'm adjusted to be with it. I just
What's
don't
good, Cavico?
prefer it. I prefer the fall season mainly because it looks good, but also it's like that perfect temperature for me. I can wear joggers, and it's not cold as hell outside, and I can
Just call you
also
Cavi? Alright, sounds good.
it's also like I'm wearing joggers, but also not sweating my ass off outside.
See, I'm from the mountains, so I'm used to like really bad snow and really cold winters.
I'm from the cornfields.
if I could live somewhere where I would. Snow all the time.
if
As
I
long
could
as I
live
can maintain
anywhere,
my internet access, that's a good internet access, then I'm happy.
Exactly,
I
yeah,
would love
yeah.
to live somewhere south.
Fall
Give me
season
Mainly
is
mountains,
because I
give me
like
snow.
southern food.
fall season is probably the prettiest. It is. It's definitely up there, but I'm still a winter guy.
Fall season's always been my favorite. I think I just like I'm a big fan of the colors.
You're the one
It's
loser
like
who likes jumping in leaf piles. Well, I'm gonna replace the underneath of that fucking leaf pile with goop, and you're gonna go to jump in it, and you're just gonna be stuck, just gone.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is goop?
I don't know, slime, anything,
It's what you
mud.
do when you do too much.
Yes.
I thought you were about to be like, I'm gonna replace the bottom of that leaf pile with like some
Spikes.
fucking spring trap that impales you. And I was gonna be
I
like,
thought
what the
about
hell?
saying spikes, but then I was like, nah, I gotta be nice. You
I mean,
ate
not
a
really.
goop yesterday. What? Huh? Cav.
I love how off
Really
topic
good.
we've got.
This is what podcasts are. These are just
Yeah, this
supposed to
is
have
it.
fun.
Yeah, just talk about random shit.
Talk about random shit. Talk about literally anything in your lives. Get to know each other.
Okay. First question. First thing, introduce yourself and say like what kind of content you make, games you play, stuff like that.
Well, I love this question because it's always the one you know the best, and then when you get asked it, you're just like, oh shit, how do I answer this question? Well, I am Aries Atomic. I'm a variety streamer. I am a VTuber, PNG tuber, gone flesh tuber. Until I can become a full-fledged VTuber, then yeah. I make really inappropriate adult content because yeah, adults need a safe place to be able to go to and just be inappropriate. So I do that. And I play a variety of games. I don't play Final
Flesh
Fantasy, but
tubing
my
is
main go-to for video games
face
is
cam,
usually FPS. Thank
Cavi. It's like face cam, essentially.
you. Yep. I
And if
think that's
anyone is wondering what flesh tubing actually is, it's where you have a face cam. It's what your typical streamer is.
yeah, flesh tuber.
That's what I actually originally was a
Yeah.
flesh tuber. I come from actually pure flesh tubing. So
I
I'm
come
a flesh
from
tuber
being
turned
math.
PNG.
Yeah,
I'm a mess.
I always called it flesh tuber because that's what I saw it as, because that's what people said. I was like, oh, I like that. It's weird. I'm going to keep that and use that. And then apparently people start saying, oh, they're a face cammer. I'm like, no, flesh tuber sounds funnier.
A flesh tubing veteran, if you would.
Mhm.
I suppose so. I mean, I did stream fucking years.
I used to be a masked streamer.
For like 2 streams.
I mean,
Yeah,
wearing a
until
mask while streaming is a
lap
nightmare.
until my laptop shit out and I couldn't run a face cam while streaming at the same time without it running at like 1 frame per second.
That's not good.
He was on a MacBook
Yeah,
Air.
yeah. I started off streaming on a MacBook Air.
That I mean, it's a start.
It's a
I'm
start.
surprised it didn't blow up, but it's a start.
Oh, it fried itself. It's on my door right next to me. It fried itself and it does not turn on anymore.
Thank you, Cavi, for claiming your
When you
daily
put
ice
that much stress,
cube.
yeah.
I had that thing for like I think 6 or 7 years.
No, we didn't have him that long. We
I
had
don't
him
know,
from
man.
freshman year, dude. Freshman year. The end of freshman year. So
Yes, it's at least 5.
three, four,
from then
like 4.5
plus
years.
all through high school plus 2 extra years. That's 6.
It hasn't been 2 years yet.
Suddenly, I feel
Yeah.
very old in this conversation.
I already feel old. I'm with you there, pal.
I was about to say it, but then I forgot. I've literally got the mask I started streaming in right next. I keep it on my desk.
Mhm.
It was a nightmare. My original plan was to just stay masked and not do the whole PNG thing. I'm like, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna make like a ski mask. I'm gonna sew the eyes shut.
The mask stuff kind of scares me though, because I saw what happened to what's his name, Dream,
Oh
or
yeah, Dream.
the guy who
His
took
face
off his
reveal.
mask and everyone bullied him so hard. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, they were expecting him to look like so much prettier, and it's like, what the? Everyone is different. It's like,
He's
what the
not a
fuck?
bad looking dude.
No, he's actually a pretty good looking dude for the most part.
Yeah, he's not bad. Unless he did some weird shit, then yeah, I can understand
He
that.
Well, I
did.
mean,
I heard there's a lot of stuff like similar to Doctor Disrespect.
oh
Lovely.
no, so those were actually just purely false allegations. She came out and like admitted it. The girl that was
Fucking
accusing. It was like a whole mess, but I was like, same with George Not Found. Same shit happened to George Not Found.
I think a lot of people anymore just try to hate on streamers that started out as masked, and I think anymore people just like to find a reason to hate on anything.
I feel like you see it more with masked streamers, but it happens to all streamers nonetheless.
I'm
They're
surprised
gonna
Corpse hasn't gotten this hate
what
yet.
dude, that
what?
poor man
No,
got
he
bullied
did.
off the internet.
No, yeah, no, the guy was fantastic. But hold on and wait it. We need to talk about what you just said, mister. I'm gonna strap a floor plushie to a 16-wheeler just to see what happens.
My dad has one of those.
No, don't give him ideas. But Corpse, Corpse was he still plays video
He was
games
a
with everybody,
great
but
streamer.
he still plays video games with all of them, like
I know.
Pokey and
He's just.
everybody, but he just
He
doesn't
still
do
I
it
plays.
feel.
anymore.
He
I
still
feel
makes
like he
music
fell
too.
off. I feel like he fell off a little bit.
Well, he
No,
wanted
he
to.
still makes music. He just doesn't do the whole social media stuff anymore. Just
Well, I
because
mean, do you know his whole
because of
situation?
what bullied.
I,
I know he has illness. He has GERD, which is what causes his voice to be so deep.
And he also has
And
fibromyalgia.
yep, and
I have the
people would
fibro.
would
It's not
not leave him alone or respect his privacy, and it was fucking wild. So he left. He was like, "I'm done with this shit." People were getting a little too crazy.
I remember hearing like his like a good chunk of his story on
Oh
Anthony
my god.
Padilla's YouTube channel.
Bite your
Mhm.
ankles and I'll just eat you whole.
I don't know how valid it is, but I used to be really big into watching Anthony, and he did a video on Corpse, and that was how I found out who the hell that was.
Yeah, Corpse is good. I like his stuff. Oh, I'm
Corpse
sad
is a
that
really good
people
creator. I just wish people treated him better.
exactly kind of like they do Psycho
And
now.
Poor Psycho now. I feel so bad for Psycho
it,
now.
so many people glaze him. I mean, with reasoning, he's cool.
He also gets bullied a lot, and I don't quite understand the hate that he gets.
I don't understand the hate most people fucking get.
Now, if you're Dr. Kid Inspect, I totally understand why you're getting hate.
Apparently he's trying to come back. You see that?
It like I saw his first stream back. He's still I think the number 2 streamer or one of the top streamers on YouTube. And whether we like it or not, there's people who are going to be fucking weird and support a pedophile, but that's
I mean,
beyond.
it's a really confusing thing because on one hand he's admitted it, but on the other hand now he's denying it, so we don't even know like and
He's
somebody's
trying to
exposed it
gaslight.
to, so like it could be a whole like it could be right, it could be wrong. Honestly will never know unless somebody leaks the DMs, which somebody
They're
should have
not
already,
ever.
but they're not ever because they're on a tight fucking
That's
lock.
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you are so innocent,
Leak the
just
DMs.
put the DMs out. If you're that innocent, put the DMs out. If you have the evidence to back your claim, put it out. And then what's wrong is people were trying to argue like, oh, it was legal. It was legal because apparently where she lived, age of consent. However, age of consent means with people your own fucking age, not people twice your age.
Yeah,
However, whether it was legal or not, people
it's
were trying to
morality.
argue the morality of it. Like, okay, it might be legal, but is it fucking inappropriate? Yes. Like, dog. Oh, I can't stand Doctor.
Like,
I
I'm just
suppose
saying,
that's fine,
be a
Gabby.
man. Fucking admit that you fucked up.
Well, see, if he doesn't admit it, he'll be he'll be the topic all the time. Like people, it'll just continue to circulate him no matter what,
Yep,
and
it'll
that's the
boost
way to
his.
keep making money.
Mm-hmm.
Because
He
YouTube, I
wonders
know
if
YouTube
they're
stripped his
fucking
money, like
eggs.
they demonetized him, but they're gonna remonetize him. I'm almost certain of it.
Oh yeah, and he makes his
Unfortunately.
money through donations too.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, the guy's set for life anyway, but fucking
Mm, now outside of donations, nope, he's fucked.
well,
Like,
I mean, he
unless
probably
it's
has millions of dollars saved up. The guy's been rich for years.
true. That is true.
I'm sure he probably. I mean, when you're rich enough, you probably have a contingency plan if things go south.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has.
Especially as smart of a guy as he is.
He's playing it. He's definitely playing the social media side very well. He
Oh
knows what
yeah.
he's doing.
He's abusing the system.
But quite frankly, shitty people have platforms, and
Yep.
there's not much we can do about it. All right. So, on a more lighter and prettier note, let's move on.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got to that
Okay.
topic.
Nope, no idea.
What had gotten you into the idea of PNG tubing before you had turned to flesh tubing?
Well, prior, I was a flesh tuber, and I really enjoy VTubing. Like I really, really enjoy the whole concept of it. I like what you can do with it, and I'm a weeb, so anime. Uh, I wanted to be a part of it, and I tried the PNG tubing thing. And while it was a step and something I enjoyed, it didn't hold the same weight as actual VTubing does. I'm look if like if I want to get into that, I want to be full fledged VTuber expressions and the ability to act. That's one of the big things. I'm very expressive. I stream, and if I'm going to be something, I want to be able to express myself emotionally, physically, stuff like that, and I can do that with a PNG tuber or a VTuber set. That's really it. That's really why I want to be a VTuber. I think it's fun.
I honestly forgot how I was gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say something, but I completely fucking forgot.
Maybe if you remember, you can bring.
Sorry, I just got back. I ran to get water. I haven't had any water in hours. Anyways,
Good job.
to dwindle down, I think the whole idea between VTubing and the PNG tubing, I think everyone can coincide. We've talked about this on a previous podcast with
PNG
how
tubing is like the base of VTubing before actually
yeah,
officially becoming a VTuber.
and it's
Mhm.
getting more movement, shall I say? It's getting more popular.
Yeah, I've actually seen quite a few PNG tubers who have a fairly decent following, and they're doing quite well for themselves.
I mean, yeah, you can just stop at PNG tubing if you really want. You don't have to go
Good.
up because
I
a
want.
fucking 2D model is so expensive, and
I
then
know.
3D
Literally
models
anything
are
is
even
fucking
worse,
expensive.
dude.
I know. And I
Fucking
want to
3D
do it.
model goes for like 20 grand, dude.
Like it's my goal to become a VTuber, but that's way in the fucking future.
When I have about 8,000 viewers, I can afford one.
That's when you take your profits from Twitch and you only use it on the model.
That's the plan.
Yep. 'Cause
That
that
is the
shit
plan.
gets expensive, especially when you do all these like cool little effects and everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
it looks like you have like your horns kind of look like you have fire as well. And fire is considered the hardest thing to animate on a VTuber.
Fun fact: my son drew this.
That
Really?
is awesome.
Yeah,
That
It
is
actually does
really
kind of
good.
it does kind of look like you in person though.
yes, that's why I made it. I like when I make my actual VTuber, I'm gonna have it relatively close to what this one is.
That is sick.
That's the plan. That's the long term plan. But we'll see what happens.
Oh well, yeah. I'm
I'll
gonna
keep.
chew gum
Based off my
50.
Roblox avatar.
I can't say I've ever played Roblox. No, wait, I have. BattleBit,
BattleBit is not Roblox.
where it started. It started with Roblox, but I can't say I've actually played Roblox.
Roblox used to be like all I played whenever I streamed on a MacBook.
Which is
What do
the
you mean?
other
It
thing
pretty
you
much
can
is
run.
all you do. Still.
No, it's not. I play a lot of FNAF now.
Yeah, until you run out of FNAF, then you go back to fucking Roblox.
Till I run out. I've got like the first 3 games all downloaded.
Yeah, well, you eventually run out of content there with only 3 games there, pal.
I don't know
The first
how.
3 and 2 of the newest.
I don't even know how Roblox got as big as it is.
It's because it's a kid
A
friendly
lot
game.
of a lot. I wouldn't say that.
Not anymore. It's
Well,
maybe
it
it started that
used
way.
to be kid friendly. Now it's kid and
A
adult
lot.
friendly.
I think it's because it's a lot of like people being able to express themselves and make big
Bro's
games on
not
it and shit like that.
speaking English. Also, yes, I will ascend.
Prior to like games like that, there was a thing called Habbo Hotel when I was growing up, and it still exists, which is wild. That's
Well,
what
the
we
game's
used.
hardly like the only way a game gets deleted is if Roblox either takes it down due to like TOS or if the publisher takes it down. So
And look, if you haven't played BattleBit though, it's Battlefield with Roblox style characters, and
so do you want to
it's
know?
great.
Do you know the game Unturned?
I do not.
So BattleBit is based on Unturned. That's what it's based on. The same company made it, and Unturned has been around probably as long as Roblox has, I think.
I'm pretty sure Roblox has been around since 05.
Has it really been around that fucking long?
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
around a while.
I didn't really hear about it
I'm as
until
old as Roblox.
I didn't hear about it until like a few years ago. People started
I'll
really
Google it
playing.
right now.
I've been playing Roblox since like fucking 08.
Oh, speaking of blocks, now I want to play.
Oh, 2006. But that's still insane.
Yeah, it's a 18-year-old game, maybe 17 depending on the month.
September.
Oh, it just turned 18.
September 1st.
It just turned 18. Just like I turned 20.
It's a legal adult now.
No, it's not.
It's 18. Yes, it is.
You're not an adult at 18.
Not yeah. You, in my personal opinion, and this is just me, you're not an adult until you're 21.
Yep, that's when you're an official adult now, because they moved everything up.
You can't smoke, you can't drink. The only thing you can do is join the military and die.
Yep, it was a different story back in 19 though, like 2019. I don't know why that. I mean, I know why, but well, yeah, we're talking about the U.S. panda, not the fucking UK. Oh shit, I just doxed your country.
Go
Whatever.
British people. Go Brits.
They're not doing too hot either. I've seen some of the
Yeah.
stuff that y'all are going through, and by golly, do I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all are following in the American footsteps. I'm proud of you in the most sarcastic way possible.
I think ideally I'd love to move to like Canada.
Canada's no better. They're
Yeah.
they're already on their descent to fucking madness as well.
Yep.
However, any more anywhere everywhere is.
There's
The
still a
world is
lot of
just
good places. It's just right now the world is not in a good place.
I would
it is
much rather
not.
live in Germany or
Actually no. I want to live in like
Scotland,
Japan.
Ireland. I would even go as far as to say like Sweden or Iceland. Any of those countries would be. Japan's nice, but I wouldn't want to live there.
I just love the thought of Japan. Plus, I hear they have
Mashi,
really
welcome
good food
in.
there.
Thank you for claiming your daily ice cube.
I hear Japan has really good food, and
Japan is probably the only place in the world that's like the best place to live in. I'm gonna just
plus
straight out say
My
that now.
cousin,
I've sent the meme in so many Discord servers. There's also a gym there that I want to go to.
my cousin lives in Tokyo, right outside Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah, he is Navy. He retired Navy. He spent the majority of his naval career in in Japan. Married a local there. And stayed. He never
Their
left.
work culture is pretty good. It's not actually that bad. I mean, it's the same as the U.S. It's shitty out here too. Japan is just more organized and clean than the U.S. Sorry for cutting you off. I was answering my chat.
No, you're
Cutting you.
straight. You're straight. I wouldn't mind living there for a little bit. Maybe not so close to the city, but moving forward north
Yeah,
if I was going to live there.
no,
Maybe
there's a
one,
gym in Japan I want to visit someday.
maybe when I'm rich and famous, I'll just buy a house out there that I'll spend the summer in.
You want to know what the housing market's like up there? I could tell you right now.
Cheap as hell.
Is it
Yeah,
nice?
you
Is
could
it nice?
buy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you like this: a $300,000 house out here is one bedroom, maybe 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 floor house if you're lucky to. Out there, you get like a mansion for
Yeah, dude,
$300,000.
I follow a couple people on TikTok that do a lot of this is what this price gets you in Japan
Exactly.
for
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
apartments or houses. Like this dude goes to all these cool places. Like he found a 6-bedroom house for like $125,000. I was like, bro, and it was
Yeah.
Get the
nice.
fuck out of the States.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Japan is so much better off in every category.
The cost of living, and they take care of their people. If I remember correctly, there was one thing they do. If you are a single parent because the spouse left or died or something along those lines, the government literally pays for you to have a house. If I remember correctly, what I saw was like they pay for your housing, they send you money every month, and they send you a lot, like enough to live on. So basically, if you go back to work, you lose the money, but if you stay out, they pay you more than what you would make working. So I'm like, so they really take care of their single parents.
Yeah, but it's also nowhere near as common for a single parent mother out there.
But it's fucking awesome. I love that. I like how most
They're
European
yeah, they
countries
take
do
care
that.
of their people, they take care of their country, their country's organized, they have good food, they have good TV, they have everything,
I
dude.
love Asian food so much. I could
Oh
eat
my
it.
god.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm what one would call very uncultured. I don't know if sushi is Japanese, but I fuck with sushi.
It is very good.
Have you even ever
There's a
had
restaurant.
real sushi before? Like Asian
I've,
restaurant real sushi? Fresh
I've
from the
had
sea?
sushi from I've
It's
had
fire.
sushi from a grocery store.
No.
Just no, it's not the same. Not the
Far
same.
from the sea. I am
It
telling you
still
this as
tastes good.
someone from the coast. No.
Now, I will make an exception. I will make an exception. I lived in Hawaii for 2 years. Most gas stations and whatnot were run by people from like China or Japan or and whatnot. Well, they got sushi every day fresh. And I will vouch for this. If I wanted sushi, I would go to the 7-Eleven across the street where I lived there, and I would buy it, and it was good, and it wouldn't make you sick. Now, if you bought sushi in the States from 7-Eleven, you'd
Oh
probably
yeah,
die.
yeah, yeah,
You might die.
dude. No,
You
like
might
the
die.
7-Eleven, the 7-Eleven sushi. Oh, when I went back to
That's the
visit
7-Elevens
last
I have
year.
here.
Oh no, oh no, dude! I pulled it out and it was rotten.
Yeah, it's like stateside sushi. You just go to a restaurant, you'll thank me later. Unless you want to catch some like rare alien
We
disease
know. Sorry, I was
and
gonna
I'm
choke
like
turn
I'm
my.
like
into
really big into like
a
trying to think of what it's called, like sesame chicken. I love that shit.
I fucks with called Panda Express. I know it's not real like authentic Chinese food, but I fucks with some Panda Express.
Panda Express is
Panda
so
Express is
nasty.
bomb.
I see.
What?
I literally grew up on authentic Chinese food, so it's just
I grew
not
up on a
right for
cheeseburger.
me.
Hmm, I
Like
understand.
that's what like I didn't grow up eating that, but like I grew up being around it, so like when we got it, it was authentic. So like
When
Panda Express is so nasty to me.
growing up in
I mean,
California, I lived in predominantly South Orange County, and there were pho restaurants as far as the eye could see. Like if you wanted pho, you just walk 5-10 minutes in any direction, you'll find one. It was oh god, I could eat that shit every day. I love Vietnamese food so much.
Oh
Oh,
man. I've never had
thing is,
authentic Vietnamese, but
I
it's
haven't had authentic anything. Actually, I've had authentic Mexican food.
you've also had authentic American food.
I
Well,
grew up in a Hispanic
obviously,
household. Trust me, I got the authenticity all the time.
I got authentic Mexican food before wrestling tournaments. I had a friend whose mom would make burritos for us for after
Ah,
weigh-ins. She'd make like authentic Mexican burritos and all sorts of other stuff so we could eat after we weigh in. Shit was probably
I
the
know who
best Mexican food
exactly.
I've
Yeah,
ever had.
every
I know
year.
exactly who he's talking
Yeah.
about, and I was friends with one of the children there. And his mom would bake me food like every night. It was so good. Oh,
I, other
spicy,
than authentic
good.
like Mexican and American, I've not had authentic food.
Because
Damn.
my dad's mother lives every winter. She make maize. Oh, let me tell you, them tamales are just. I can't wait to go visit my family again because having my grandma's food is best. I
Grandma's
love it.
food never, it'll never get beat.
Yeah, grandma's food always hits the spot. Always.
Very rarely will it not.
Now I'm hungry.
Fuck. I've been hungry this whole time.
I just ate. I'm hungry.
Dude, I shit you not. I had my roommate make me a bowl of mac and cheese, and I shit you not. I walked in the door, took my boots off, ate it in like 30 seconds, and came up to my room.
That's a speed. I feel like I'm. It's like what we did in the military. You have 5 minutes to eat. Scarf it down.
You're hungry. Let's talk about food.
That's my roommate, by the way.
There's
I love food.
You through the floor.
I'm fat for a reason.
Thank you, mother.
I love
Curse me,
food.
such blessed if you're hearing.
Go
Oh.
watch the stream downstairs. So,
Listen,
yeah.
listen. I can talk about food all day.
Well,
My partner and
$20 in your free gas.
Thanks, pal.
my partner
You're not
cooks
be
too.
walking off because sorry, I want to swing. I want some music.
Good.
Not.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll be too distracted. I get my car.
You're not gonna get if a car hits you on the sidewalk of a bridge, there's a bigger problem.
It's a dare. I don't trust the idiots.
You dumbass.
You just
Well, shit.
trust.
I did? Go
You
downstairs.
said the town.
I said the town.
Wait, I did.
You did.
I dare Missouri, dumbass. Or
Okay.
is it Oklahoma? There's like 20 dares in the United States.
Go now.
what the fuck?
Oh man.
Welcome.
I love roommates, but I call them kids. They're my children.
He's older than me.
I have two kids. No, I have 4 kids, but 2 of them. All right, moving on to the next question. What you got for us,
Yeah.
Silas?
How did you come up with your name?
Well, not gonna lie, there was not a lot of originality into it. I used to go by a name called King Mythic, and I just everybody called me Mythic, and I fucking hated it so much. Oh God, I hated it because people would confuse Mythic with Mythic. I'm like, oh God, stop, please! You're just making me hate my name even
Oh,
more.
Mr. Mythic.
Exactly, and I get that all the time. So I was sitting there, and I was just kind of thinking of names and just going over stuff and seeing what flowed together. And I really like the name Aries. I've always enjoyed the name Aries, and I was just like, what?
Are you an Aries?
No, I'm a Taurus actually.
Virgo.
So I was like, Aries, this is great. This is great. I like this, but I gotta get something that just kind of flows with it.
Flows off the tongue really nicely, yeah.
And weirdly enough, I was watching a documentary on nuclear like stuff and space, and they started talking about nuclear energy and fission and stuff like that, and my mind just went Aries Atomic. Aries Atomic. I like that. And
You
so
say
I
you
just
have no originality, and then you just explain it. That's what originality is.
seem very original to me. It just seems pretty basic.
No, like maybe you took something. It's original because you took something and then made it more. That's original. Mine is extremely original. So mine is actually it's not English. I'll let you attempt to guess what language it is.
I was gonna say Norwegian of some kind.
It is not. It is Nordic. Swedish.
Okay.
So
Ulfr?
it's Fror Ulfir stands for Frostwolf.
I like it. Hence the ice cubes. Understand?
Yeah, I also really like I came up with it because I like the ice. I'm big into Vikings. I like Sweden. I like just ancient Nordic runes. Just anything Nordic, I'm big about. And I like wolves. My dog is a husky, so it just made sense.
I am actually Norse pagan as far as religion's concerned, so I do like the Viking thing.
I
I
am
do
actually
like
gonna
the old
be.
Viking.
I mean, while we're on the topic of lore behind names, mine is actually from. I stole it from a band. The eyeless part. If you know the band Gorillaz,
Yes.
the singer 2D started out with just two black circles for eyeballs, so I got eyeless from that. And Humility is the name of my favorite song by them.
So you're basically the Gorillas incarnate. Got it. I like it.
Pretty much.
Gorillas is a great band, though. There's one of my favorites.
I love them. They're one of my favorites.
I think one of the songs I really like, if I remember correctly, it's Clint Eastwood, is what it was called.
That I love Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, that was
Bro got
songs
scared
I
from
really
the ad. That's funny.
good stuff. Good stuff.
All right,
All right, what else?
let's continue because I need to desperately shower. So I want to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard you say it in the VC earlier in Daisy's chat, but just for like viewer's sake, what got you into changing to flesh tubing from PNG tubing?
Oh, I think I answered this earlier, but it was because they're not as expressive as I want them to be. They're very static. Thought it would be a good start into it, and it was. But the staticness of it wasn't really sitting well with me. Like I said, I'm very expressive, especially when I'm streaming. You can like I'm visually about that kind of stuff, and the only way I could do that in this world, in the PNG world or VTubing world, is with a full model. So I was just gonna wait until I'm able to afford a full model before I get back into it.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
All right.
I understand it. I do.
Yeah. It's VTubing is very expensive, so I have to save the
It
money to be able
is.
to afford something along the lines of what I want because there's a couple people uh, that I looked at that I would like to do my model. One of them's name is Spats. Um, they do the art and the rigging, and they do some really amazing work. Um,
Most of the
because they
time, the artist will do the rigging because it's their art. But
Um,
you'll do come across some that just do the art and that's it.
she worked on stuff like My Little Pony, Mr. Peabody and Sherman Show. So
Holy shit.
she has a lot of experience in art
I don't
rigging.
know. I don't know like the artist of the person's model. I just know the VTuber. I would love to eventually have a model like a Rikami.
Rikami. I don't think I've seen that one.
He's like he's just got this like really buffed up badass like purple haired model. I would love something like that eventually.
What is it? Reikimi.
Riikami.
You said RII.
Yeah.
KA.
MI.
See,
I'd
was
first seen
maybe
him on an Iron Mouse YouTube video.
he has a whole breathing PNG tuber. What? That's wild. Okay, I didn't know PNG tubing get that one that deep.
That's VTubing, but I would love to have like a VTube model similar to his eventually.
I like his model, but it's making me giggle watching his chest jiggle.
He's got some huge man tits.
watching the man boobies jiggle like that, as buff as they are, is it's funny. I love that. I love that. That is great. That is and he has pasties on his nipples. Get the fuck out of here. That is beautiful. I love everything about this. Everything. That is gorgeous.
All right, now, do you have any overall goals that you would like to meet as a streamer?
I have a few. One of them is kind of a joke, a silly joke that I have, but I kind of really want it to be a thing. Everyone knows Connor, Sea Dog, Iron Mouse's buddy, friend.
Yeah.
At this point, I think they're dating, but I could be wrong. No, I want to be like Sea Dog in a way where I stream with the VTubers. I want to be if I'm going to be a flesh tuber, I want to be that guy. If that's where I stay, is the guy who streams with all the VTubers and just makes friends with VTubers. Because I like VTubing. I'm a dork. I'm a weeb. I like that stuff. So, and I feel like it'd be fun, especially if I ever get a chance to stream with um, Cottontail or
Cottontails. That would be an interesting stream.
I would love to stream with her one day.
I love watching her.
She'd call you
It-
mommy, or she'd make you call her mommy and everything.
I mean, I'm a top myself, but you know what? I'm down to clown. I'm I am down to clown because that'd be great. Because I like fucking around. I like that kind of stuff, and like having other adult VTubers and other adult
Billion would
streamers like
also be a good one. Yeah, Billion would be good.
fits more along my thing.
I
However,
think
my dream is to be just big enough to where I can do this full time, quit my job. If I really want to, just on a random day, just go into a friend's stream and oh, here's like 500 subs just cuz and a $600 donation. Just because I can. Just because I fucking can. I want to be able to do that and give back to people. I want to be able to
That's
just
the ultimate goal for me as well. So that way I can help out the smaller streamers community and give everybody else a chance.
exactly. I don't even care if they're small. They could be big already. I just want to help out the homies. That's all I want to do. I just want to do shit for people. And then also be big enough to where I can pay off my family's mortgage.
That's a big one. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I don't really have any super crazy goals. Just one goofy one and some fun ones where I really just want to help people. I like entertaining. I like to entertain people. That's my
personally,
thing.
I have two goals. One of them, I would love to be able to wrap a car in hentai.
You just can't
I would.
drive it anywhere.
Oh, I'll drive it everywhere.
You
If
might
you
get
got it wrapped
arrested.
like if you got it wrapped like that, you got to show it off.
You
The
might
funny
get
thing
arrested.
is he can't get arrested because it's not against the law.
It's legal in our state.
To drive around with literal porn on your car? For
Well, as long
Look,
as
real?
children.
well, I mean, technically,
Just
as
like
long as
the
there's a coverage.
Ahigo faces is what I'm looking is what I
Oh,
want to
just the
do.
Ahigao faces. Can you imagine
Yeah,
an entire car just covered in Ahigao faces? Oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah. I want to get like bright pink, so it sticks out, and then yeah. But
It's kind of like the
second
jacket.
goal, yeah, second goal. I mean, obviously there is the want to become full time, but I'd love to collab with Fillion.
Oh my God.
I feel like her chaotic energy and my chaotic energy on like a normal stream would just match perfect.
That would be fun. Jillian's so fucking dude. She's so fucking funny.
She is.
I,
She's easily one of my favorite VTubers.
she is
She's like this.
unhinged.
She's like the second ever VTuber I watched. I remember
Cinder is
exactly my
one.
the first VTuber I ever watched was Chibidoki.
I fucking oh my god, she's so fucking funny, the little gremlin that she is. Cinder's great too. I love Cinder.
Cinder is what
I
I
like.
started on.
If I remember correctly,
And
did she chill with Philly one time and totally fuck with her on stream?
Yeah.
yeah, with succubus model.
Mm-hmm.
I've recently gotten really into watching Hololive VTubers though,
I think the
like
only one Iron
like Gao or
Oh, Bow the whale.
no Gao Gura or whatever.
Oh, Guargura.
Yeah, I'm really into watching her, but I also like Fuamoko.
Oh, they're so fucking funny. Oh, I know who you're talking about, Fumoko. I've seen their stuff, and I'm like, how do you guys sync up so fucking well?
It's crazy,
But
yeah.
we talked about it like last week. I'm pretty sure it's either Hololive or V Shoujo is like the top of the VTube game. Like you can't get higher than that.
I wouldn't want to work with Hololive. I've seen a lot of shit that they do. Like, I'm good. They can.
I've heard like you basically have to retire your original character and do what they fucking say for a character.
Yep. Yep.
They've only had one exception, and Nui
Hololive.
was talking about it earlier.
What was it? What they do?
They let her. She like applied the chicks applied so many times, and they finally caved in because she has like an amazing voice and is a Japanese singer. They
Mhm.
caved in and let her keep her original character.
That was they didn't want to give up the money. I understand that.
I think if you're
Personally, if
running
I
an
were to ever,
organization like that, you should let the person and the company decide, not the company, because their
I mean, they
streaming
have
mood
the
is
money to
going to
do it.
determine. I know that they have the money to do it, but their streaming, the person's streaming time is only as much as they want to, and the model is a big part of their personality. So
Hmm. You need that's the thing though. You need to have somebody. Their model just needs to match them. But I don't know if they have a say so in like how their model is created or what is on their model.
yeah,
I mean, I think it's obvious though. Like Iron Mouse in V Shoujo is like the golden child of all of V Shoujo, because
Oh yeah.
she's like one of the most viewed streamers there are right now.
She took Kai Snat's spot, and
Yeah, I
people
saw that.
are mad.
People were so pissed. She deserves it though. However, I think my personal favorite, as degenerate as this sounds in V Shoujo, is Project Melody.
Oh my God, I know how she got her start too.
Yeah,
She got her start on Chatterbait.
uh, I'm gonna be so for real. I've seen her stuff on there. It's just as chaotic as it is on Twitch.
I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. The only reason I know that is I watched a YouTube documentary about her, and I saw that's how she got her thing, and apparently it was pissing off a lot of the Chatterbait ladies because she was making more money than they were, and she would have like
And she was like a literal
5,000.
anime girl.
Yeah, she had like 5,000 plus people. Apparently, one year she crashed their servers because she had so many people on their fucking watching her. It was nuts, and it pissed off a lot of the people there. I'm like, I'm sorry, she was smarter than you and did something that attracted more
Men,
customer base. That's a you problem, not a her problem.
men like anime boobies.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
yes,
Agreed.
yes.
All right. We both know I've been in your streams chat for uh, a good minute now. Where do you get your unique, wild, and almost well, not almost your unique, wild, and lewd sense of humor? Where do you get that from?
Do you want me to lie to you, or you want the truth?
Truth.
Truth.
Trauma. It's trauma. I wish I was kidding. It's trauma.
Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody gets their own distinct personality from trauma or from any life experience. So, I mean, it's not uncommon. Everybody is unique in their own way.
It's just it's how I cope with a lot of the shit that I grew up with and dealt with, and is humor and entertainment. And that's just how I am. And most of my friends were just as perverted and unhinged as me. So trauma bonding. Not to be like dark about anything, but literally it's it's trauma. That's why I have a really shitty sense of humor.
I don't think it's bad.
It adds humor, but at what cost? You're correct, Red Panda. That is
Yes.
that is correct. At the cost of my mental stability.
Your sanity.
My sanity. What sanity? I lost that when I was like 12. I don't have
feel
sanity.
that. I fucking feel that.
That's a great that is the greatest question you've asked. I love that question. Why are you weird? Because I'm traumatized.
Yes.
Also,
Are you
being
traumatized?
ex-military doesn't help.
Wait, no, hold on. Wait, what's the better way to put this? How traumatized are you? Yes.
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Between childhood and military trauma, yes.
Just yes. Well, how do you define yes? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll put yes out of 10.
That, on a scale of 1 to 10, yes.
Yes.
I love that. That is great. What you got for me? We got to let this
All
man get a shower.
Yeah,
what got
I'm
you
ready.
into streaming, and are there any inspirations or motivators that kept you going with it?
Uh I like streaming for a while, and I've been streaming for about five-ish years. I had another account. I deleted it. I was doing rather well on it, but uh it just I had a copyright strike on it, so my shit got fucked. And because I was using a sound in one of my streams, and that sound got me copyright stricken, and it fucked my whole channel. And I got pissed off about that. And at that point in time, I was wanting to change anyway, kind of go somewhere different with it. So I started over, and I made Aries Atomic, and I just kind of always enjoyed streaming. I just like it, but it was a lot of off and on for a while. When I got with my current partner, she was the one that pushed me to keep streaming and keep going and keep doing it, and that's why I do it more and I'm enjoying it more. Um, but my partner is my biggest motivator next to my kids, so that's why I keep streaming. But I enjoy it, and I like entertaining people. Making people laugh. I like people who have the same sense of humor as me coming in and being able to enjoy themselves. Also, I'm also part of the LGBT plus community, so I wanted to have a safe space for those people to join as well.
That's always a big thing, especially nowadays. It's I know there's a lot of controversy around it. There are a lot of goods and then there are a lot of bads to a whole bunch of things, but that's always with anything, like not just like this community in particular. I mean, you have it anywhere with politics, with gaming, streaming. Having a safe
Oh
space
yeah.
for people like that, it's always nice. It's always appreciated, and it never really ever goes unnoticed. At some point, it will go noticed.
I hope so. That'd be nice. Maybe one day.
One day for sure.
All right, what you got? What you got for me, Ellis?
All right, now, how do you balance the worlds between streaming and personal life?
Honestly, fairly simply, because I only stream twice a week right now. I have my friends and everybody that like you, who I met via streaming and whatnot. So you whether or not you guys are still my friends always. First and foremost, that's why I like hanging out with you guys. But
Well, thank you.
when
I
I'm
like hanging
streaming,
out with you too.
that's streaming. I stick with that, and that's what it is. It doesn't affect my outside life yet. Yet.
The big word, yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming as you gain popularity, it eventually does start affecting your outside life. But I try and keep it. As of right now, it's very simple to kind of keep both of them separated.
That's when
However,
you get big enough. The biggest problem and the struggle with smaller, like with somebody who grows, is you need to, like, no matter how big or small you are, you gotta keep that confidentiality, because the moment you blow up, people go back and watch streams, clips. If you post on YouTube, they watch the videos, and it's just like, well, what if you said something that, like, gave your location out, or like gave your friends' names out? Like, it's so easy on nowadays to just find something, and somebody could just
exactly.
show up. And if you're not big enough to where you can't move, or can't hide your identity anymore, like, it becomes a big problem.
Yep. That's another thing. Like I'm afraid of uh, shit like that because I see people get swatted and people hunted
Yeah.
down and whatnot, and I'm just like, I have a
I've
family,
seen that all
I
over.
have kids, and if someone shows up at my front door unannounced, mm, you might want to call 911. I'm just leave it at that. Like that's I will protect my family, and luckily I don't have to deal with any of that shit yet. So it's
Well,
pretty
hopefully you
pretty nice.
never do, because what if there's a redemption reward called anime titty? Oh, well, I
No,
already
I
have
think
that.
the only thing I have to worry about is I've made a lot of really stupid, not like bad stupid, but just like stupid jokes and comments.
Everybody does. As long. Hold on, I should press pause.
It's
As
not like
long as
they're
you don't.
racist or sexist or anything. They're just really brain rot.
You've seen the jokes I make. Mine's brain rot. There's a difference between brain rot and just inappropriate. Brain rot's cool. We fucks with brain rot. We like brain rot here. Just
Abby's
not.
is finally looking at my redeems, and I have a redeem called anime titty.
Appreciate the anime titties.
Because
Yes.
like if you look at my channel, there's literally a clip of Faror being in my chat. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start busting down on my mods." I'm like, "Oh, am I not allowed to make jokes about cum anymore?"
that's that's a very basic joke. That's fine. I don't think anybody's gonna get mad at you for
No,
that.
because you're gonna come all over the place anyway. I can't stop you.
Oh, oh.
Fucking gooners.
There's also a
I
lot
will
of
say this: there's a difference between you and people like Aiden Ross. Don't be Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross is. Rawr! Aiden Ross is definitely. See, he's he's such a. How do I explain him? The best way for me to explain him is he has enough people watching him where he can directly influence how people act, because a lot of the
Exactly.
smaller people, like a lot of the younger kids, watch him. And
Andrew Tate, people
going
like
back to
him.
the Andrew Tate thing, like, as much as
oh
like Andrew
god.
Tate has had controversy around him, and he said a lot of stupid shit. I mean, in reality, he did say a lot of truths. Maybe a lot were lies too, but like, it's always a hit or miss with him. I mean, jokes. Whether we know it's a joke or not, nobody really knows other than him. But it's all a facade for us, and
I would much rather people like them fall off the face of the earth at some point.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the way he talks
Yeah.
about people, it's not right. Even if it's a persona of some sort, I definitely think it's not right. But there
There's a difference
are,
between rage baiting and then just general fuckery,
yeah,
and they are the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
I personally wish people
It's
like wouldn't do a persona. I wish they'd just be like themselves on the internet.
yeah, and I
But that's
wish
just me.
I wish that's how it was too, because then you'd actually really get to know the person a lot better, and not just like a persona essentially, like just a completely different alternate personality of what they are. Because you have people who stream who are completely different from their in person. It's like, oh well, they're all giddy on the stream. Why the fuck are they a prick now? And then you have people who are just like
Yeah,
there
it's
and then
all
really
persona.
nice. And it's just like, well, why go to that extent? Like, if you're not a good person or you are a good person, like pick and choose your moments. Don't do something that influences other people if you're not a good person, because then you're just going to influence the rest of the world.
Unfortunately, people
But
are
nobody
not
ever
going to listen.
thinks. Yeah,
They're
nobody.
gonna.
No,
It's money. It's a lot of money for them, so they're not gonna give that up.
yeah, sadly, that is how it goes.
All right, what you got for me, Eyeless?
Do you have any tips for people who want to start streaming but don't know how to or what to do to start?
Honestly, you don't need a big old fancy computer to be able to stream. You can do it from a laptop. All you need is a fucking console. Shit, you can stream straight from the console.
Yep.
That's how Jenksy got his start. He streamed from console. You got to start somewhere. Just do it. If you have the ability to do it, and just stay
Yeah,
consistent. Stay
yeah. Let's
consistent.
just look at me.
I
Started off
I
with
I,
a MacBook.
I have a buddy of mine who I love dearly. Really good at social media. He is a social media manager for people, and he makes very good money doing what he does. And he guides me just because he wants to, just because I'm a friend and he wants to say, "Hey, man, if you stick with this, do this." Not don't just post your clips and shit. Make content. Post the content. Stick with it. Keep posting stuff. Make sure it's original and engaging. Because he's very adamant. Like I have a TikTok right now. I went from 2,000 followers to 27,000 followers in about a month and a half. And it has been blowing the fuck up because I make really goofy ass videos about anime and it works. Um, and you don't even have to post your content on from gaming and stuff. He's like, since it's working, because I have some that hit over 4 million views and likes and stuff because of how well they did. You just keep posting that stuff. You find your niche, you post your niche, and then you keep going. And that's actually garnered me because of my TikToks have garnered me a lot of follows and people to come to my streams and watch my streams because I'll throw out a bit of an advertisement right at the end of the clip, right at the end of the video that I make for like a split second. It says, check me out on this website. And it works. And if you can find your niche, run with it. If you have a hit video over something, run with that shit and run with it until it fucking burns, until it doesn't work anymore. And that's how you can go following. That's how most people do it. And just
Yep,
social
that's
media,
that's the strategy with
posting on
social
socials.
media. Same with YouTube. You don't want to just
Yeah,
like if you're a mainly priority Twitch streamer. Like for me, I make videos on the side. Like I make a video and it gets edited by my editor. It may take them a while. May not post super often other than my streams, but I still have content variety. I have my clips, I have
exactly.
my streams, I have my videos. And it's just like you gotta have variety. You gotta be a networker. You gotta use Twitter. You gotta use TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, fucking Snapchat if you can, Instagram.
Yeah.
Use whatever you have at your disposal.
Twitter's a little harder to grow on, but it works. TikTok's probably one of the easier platforms. However, it's still fairly hard.
I grow on TikTok real easily.
It used to be easy as fuck to get popular on TikTok. Really easy. Now do the algorithms and shit.
Yeah, like I
But
shot up from 500 to 1,000 followers just dancing on my personal account overnight.
people like weird shit like that. Just dance.
It,
It doesn't
yeah,
even have to be
it's just
perfect.
like videos of me doing like comedy or goofy dances to like Miley Cyrus.
See, but if it works, it works. If you make shit, people will come. You will find your niche. You will. Everybody does eventually.
I'm pretty sure my thing is I just like dancing.
The dance to your heart content, you beautiful bastard.
Yes.
All right, final question. Do you have any streamer friends or people you would like to shout out?
Oh, several, many fucking streamers. Hobeard for one of my best friends. I love him to death. I highly recommend. He's actually going to be starting streaming again soon. He took a vacation away from it to work on some things. Blondays, homie, we love Blonde.
We
Eyeless,
love Daisy.
well, Eyeless, of course. We got to shout out Eyeless, and we got to shout out. I'm going to butcher it for Ulfer.
You could just say
As
roar,
well.
roar with an R, like with an F in
Roar.
front of it. So like roar.
Roar.
That works too, yeah. Or Ferrari in Marshy sense.
I got to shout out Daddy Marshy. I love you. You're beautiful. We love Daddy Marshy here. Grim, honestly, King, Captain Explo. I will. If dude, I can go on. there's so many, but but I think we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, all those people definitely are good friends, and I love them dearly.
All right. Well, I would definitely say it was great having you on the podcast, Aries.
Yeah.
We would love to have you again. I'm sure
I'm
at some
happy to
point
be
we
your
will
friend.
reach out. Hopefully under better circumstances where I'm not coming in late from work.
When we can go at it a little longer next time.
That too,
Yeah.
yes. That would be big. Maybe we could plan for it on a weekend sometime or something.
All right, guys. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You have a great night,
Thanks for
man.
being our first guest.
Have a good night,
Yeah,
guys.
it was fantastic. You have a great night.
All
Okay.
right, now we've only got a few things of VTuber news. I only found like 4 things today because I knew the interview would take a minute.
I mean, we could just wrap it there and save the news for next stream.
First things
That way
first.
we
No,
have
first things
news.
first. This thing's like big Twitch news.
All right, let's do the big Twitch news and then we'll continue it next podcast.
Found one of the founders of Twitch, Dan Clancy, has stated at TwitchCon they are working on a way to tell you specifically why, if you get suspended, they're working on a way to tell you specifically why you got suspended or banned, so you're able to learn from your mistakes.
That's huge.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, we gotta do it this fucking stream, dude.
That is definitely actually pretty damn
Like
huge.
you look at like VTubers and shit. They're getting banned all the time for literally no reason. So
Some for
that is
too
huge news.
very
So
close to lewd models and stuff like that. So
yeah, so like that it'll tell you. It's mainly focused like on being suspended. But
it'll work
like
out with
if
ban
you get
protection.
suspended, it'll tell you why you got suspended so you can work on your mistakes and not get banned.
That is that'll definitely come in handy for the future.
I think so too. I think it's dope. Now, let's let's find someone to fucking raid to.
Yeah, I need to go shower. No,
Yeah, get your
badly.
stank balls clean.
All right, let's see who's streaming today.
I'll see who's streaming on my following list. I've got a lot of friends who stream later in the day.
We could do Miss Charlie raid. Yeah, let's do a Miss Charlie raid. Do you follow Miss Charlie or no?
Wait, I've got one person who I'm looking at.
Copy and paste the raid message, everyone.
I was looking at Rogue.
I'm not followed the Rogue. I mean, we don't need to do a double raid if we don't ever want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably raid. If you're in my stream, copy the raid message. We are probably going to raid. Either Rogue
Yes.
or.
All right. Well, I will see everyone later.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
You know
Actually,
I'm right now.
man was shouted out by our guest.
Imperial
I'm
Infantry
gonna raid.
Belt.